physical to be able to play middle school sports. No, I was surprised they didn't do that. No, I asked him, and I was like, they're probably going to check you for a hernia, right? And he's like, no, what's that? And so I explained what a hernia was, just not how they check for it. But they didn't. They did some weird movement shit and had him like bend his knees and walk like a duck and I don't know, move his neck. I don't know. I thought it was fucking weird. No, no, he didn't. Not that I'm aware of. So, but yeah, no, I thought it was weird. Like I was really prepared for turn and cough. It was usually a dude. Ooh, that'd be nice. Sir, I can't check you for a hernia with an erection. Uh, um. Oh. Oh. Okay. We can jump right into that. That's totally fine. I'm actually quite surprised. I feel like I literally only take a shot of this on the podcast nights. Well, I think I've taken a couple extras. But yeah, by a couple extras, I mean every night before I go to bed, and this is actually the sixth 175 since I showed it to you. I mark the lines, and then when I buy a new one, I have to drink to that line. I'm just I'm just joking. I would be a raging alcoholic if I did that. Yep. Hmm. Well, you finish your shot, and then we'll get in. We'll have this conversation. Uh-huh. Damn. Hells yeah. Nice. So what would it normally be if it was 75 bucks and it was a third? What is it normally then? No, 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 no. I just want to know if 75 was a third, how much would 100 be? Don't put your phone down. Did you literally have to use your phone for that? Dear sweet Lord. Dear sweet Lord. So you did 75 times two? Oh. You did okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. The fact that you didn't know that 75 plus 150 was 225 blows my mind. Well, 25 is probably one of the easiest ones. 75 times 3 is just 225. You goddamn right it was. I believe you call them pesos. Okay, your people call them pesos. Fair enough. That, that means nothing to me. Like, uh, like, am I supposed? I can bicep curl your cat. Like, I don't know what you're looking for here. There's just a black blob. Yeah. Um. No, but I. So let me ask you this, just based off of what you just said, and going into this before I do my shot. Um. How often do you take your pets to the vet? Okay. Mhm, mhm, mhm. As little as humanly fucking possible. Yes. When was the last time he flew somewhere? Yes. Okay. When was the last time he got boarded? Okay. So you do have to regularly use it. You don't have other people that watch him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. See, and that's kind of how I am. Like until my dogs like started having to go to the groomers and they like require, which like I think the rabies lasts a couple of years, but until they ask me for them updated, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I find it very pointless. I think it's a waste of money. Like I don't I my threshold at oof, depends on what we're looking at. The dogs that I have now, which one? Because I have two. Oh, that's a low number, brother. That's a low number, huh? Hmm. Like I mean, but there's so many different situations on what is needed and like the cause and the reason. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's perfectly fine but needs some medicine that's $300-400, yeah, I'm probably going to pay $300-400 for some medicine. But like if they're like, well, he's got a tumor and he's going to die, or we can do this surgery and we can remove the tumor and the surgery is going to be like 2 grand. Like like who am I to fuck with God's will? you know uh yeah. Well, the recovery, how old the dog is, like the likelihood of, the surviving of it, things like, I mean, there's a lot of factors. Um, but it's definitely, these two, I would say, definitely have a lot lower threshold than what my first dog had, you know. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think most of our pets have a pretty good fucking life. And like, they get to live inside, they get to sit around all day, they get their food brought to them, they get to go for walks, they get treats. Like, I'm sorry, but a year of that is a pretty fucking solid life, you know? Yeah. Like, at 12, you've got more probably solid years than what I do. And I'm in my 40s, you know? So, I am, but it's okay. But at the exact same time, like if my kids start crying, that number probably goes up. Yeah. Come back as the king of the jungle. Yeah. You can call me Scar on this one, but have you heard of some of these people that like dogs have like diabetes and like all this crazy shit where like they have to give them like I've heard of people that have to give their dogs suppositories like daily. Like like I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the reasons that I hate cats so much. That tail's always up in the air and there's a butthole sticking right out. You know? So that and it helps prove my theory that sunning your butthole does not make you healthier. Because otherwise all cats would be healthy all the time. Oh, that's real good. Yeah. He's he's living the good life. Hmm. Yeah. That's funny. That's fun. Yes, yes, my shot. Sorry, now I wanted to talk about that before we got too deep into it because some people are like avid goers, and like people will get like there's pet insurance that you can get and shit like that, and like they push that hard at the one vet we go to because the vet that I used to like that was kind of like yours. They were somewhat more reasonable, had a good doctor. It moved clear to the other side of fucking town, and it takes me like 25 fucking minutes to get there, 25 minutes back and there's one that's like right up the street from me, but it's like $100 more per visit. And I'm like, well, I think we just won't go to the vet. Yeah, exactly. Time and money. Those are the two most valuable things. Oh, yeah, that's a drive. Takes me 10 to get to Costco. Oof. Yeah. It takes me all of 15 seconds. Yeah, it's glorious. um, well, speaking of work, I'm gonna make my shot to paper trails and everything being electronic. So when people try to fuck you, you have proof of it. Cheers to paper trails. because I think I told you this. I had a little hiccup at work, and yeah, I told you the story. But I think they tried. I might have told you this last night too, where they tried to stick something else with me, and they're like, "Hey, what happened with this?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, "Well, did you check this?" And I was like, "Well, this one wasn't me. Somebody else did this." And then I sent him the proof that it was somebody else because I had a paper trail. They're like, "Oh, great, thanks." And that was the end of it. Well, no, it was just me that they were after. But whatever. Whatevs. That's, and I think we talked about this a little bit last night, but I think it's an interesting topic of like, so many people are like, I feel like there's people that you're either on one or two sides of the fence. Like, there's no like middle ground right now with AI. There's a ton of people that use it for absolutely everything. Like, I know people that take screenshots of conversations that they have with people, put it in there, get feedback on conversations. They put paperwork, they put everything. I know people that have full conversations. I watched somebody do a D&D campaign through Chat GPT, which I read some of it and it was pretty fucking boring. So there's those people, but then you've got the other people that just completely don't use it for anything. Like, they hate it. They don't understand it. They still use Google for everything. And I'm slow. Yes, I'm slowly transitioning into being one of the people that uses the AI because I never used to be. Not for any particular reason. I just never saw like purposes that I would use it for. And I'm just starting to see more and more purposes. And it's actually, I think it's fun to like have conversations with it. And like tonight we were debating on the way home. We were talking, I didn't plan supper, busy day. And so I was just like, let's find something at home. I have frozen pizzas. I've got breakfast burritos. We got, corn dogs, taquitos, sandwiches, sandwich meat, milk, eggs. I mean, yeah. No, fuck that. No, absolutely not. But my kids are talking and they want something for supper because we just got out of football. I had them eat something small before we went. And the ones like, I was like, oh, you got frozen pizzas. You want that? And he asked if I'd share with him, and I knew I had this. So I'm like, no, I probably don't have time for that. I was like, why don't you ask your brother? And the older one's like, no, I don't want pizza. I'm going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm like, why a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? He's like, because it's way healthier than pizza. And I'm like, it's not way healthier than pizza. And he's like, it is. It's better than pizza. And I'm like, and he's going through and listing things. And I'm like, he's like, it's just a fact. And I'm like, well, it's not a fact. It's your opinion. And so then I used ChatGPT and started asking it questions. And of course, at first, it's like, well, if you use all natural peanut butter and da-da-da-da, and yes, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is better. But then I'm like, no, let's say we're using Jif peanut butter, Concord grape jelly, white bread. They're like, it's a subtle difference at that point. Like, neither one are great for you to be eating day in and day out, but, overall, probably pretty similar. Maybe pizza's just a little worse, but not a noticeable difference. And for him, the not a noticeable difference, he's like, see, I told you. Fucking stupid teenager. Yeah, we're in the fun part, and it's only started. Yeah, yes, it does. Yeah, oh yeah, he loves me. But yeah, so I find it interesting, how extreme people have come. And so I told you we were at the doctor today, and the doctor had a question on some blood thinner stuff. And they called it something different, but it was definitely Chat GPT for doctors that she asked a question to. Yeah. Yep. Which I totally get. But like, they tried to sell it like it wasn't. Like, oh, we've got this tool that's just for doctors. And I'm like, that's just fucking Chat GPT. Yeah. but at the exact same time, you can't tell me that Chat GPT regular isn't getting the same information. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, up to a little more up to date, probably. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. But I was just like, that's definitely Doctor Chat GPT. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. No, and I'm totally cool with it. Like, I just want the answer. Like, I don't really care. I think it should cost less because you cheated, but whatever. Yeah, like, yeah, right. I don't know. Now you get codeine, oxycontin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to take that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah. Mm. Noise. Muscles relaxed. Yeah, that sounds about right. But that's nothing new for you. Like, that's just a Tuesday. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. By far, so far. Beef pagogi. What is beef pagogi? Pagogi. Okay. Okay. Is it like? Are you talking like the slabs that you just throw on, like the Philly cheesesteak ones, the frozen ones? Okay. Oh, nice. Hells yeah. 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 Obviously, I wasn't going to question it. I'm well aware. You know, there's another good one, like a chicken burrito bowl or a mashed potato bowl. Potatoes are better for you than fucking rice. Are they? Are they? Obviously, we just talked about it. Which is better for you, potatoes or rice?
They're both pretty healthy starches, but they have some differences. Potatoes have more potassium and vitamin C, and they're pretty filling for the calories. But how you make them matters. Boiled or baked is great, deep fried, not so much. Rice, especially brown or parboiled rice, has more fiber and some B vitamins. White rice is a bit less nutrient dense. So if the potatoes aren't fried and the rice isn't super processed. Either is fine. It's just kind of context and portion size.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Potatoes are so much better. Well, let's be honest. She prefers fried chicken and watermelon. I think she hides it from you. She does. Mhm. Mhm. Watermelon. Grape. Grape. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Like, I don't know. I like that's one stereotype that I'm like, what a great thing to be associated with. Tacos are amazing. A fried chicken taco. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, yeah. What's better than fried chicken to you? Mhm. It's fucking weird. I that's fucking wild. You want to know something? Maybe it's because I'm so inbred with my white trashness. I am not the biggest fan of steaks. Like, I don't mind a steak every once in a while. I don't mind one every once in a while, but very rarely am I sitting like wondering what to do for supper. And I'm like, you know what would sound really fucking good right now? A big fat steak. Very rarely does that happen to me. Oh, there's several things that come up on that list. A big fat fucking chicken burrito from Qdoba. Um, some fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Uh, yeah, obviously. Um, a cheeseburger and fries. Like a cheeseburger and fries is probably clutch for me. Yep, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Like I would say cheeseburger is probably a peak meal for me. Oh, I can't fucking do hot dogs at all. I almost yeah, I'm never having a hot dog bowl. That's probably the funniest fucking skit ever though. And there's been several of them now of those hot dog skits. How many hot dogs would you say you have at the average day? No, let's start in the morning. I usually have one for breakfast. Okay, and then I go to work. Oh, how do you get to work? I usually stop at the hot dog cart and have one there too. You haven't even made it to work and you're at three hot dogs. 30 seconds. Um, yeah, I really am flabbergasted that somebody is able to sit and eat hot dogs the way some people do. I don't know. I swear it's like a culture and a phenomenon of people that either you just absolutely love hot dogs or you don't. And I feel like there's just a small group of people that fucking live for hot dogs. I'd rather have a brat. I guess I don't have the desire to slam wieners in my mouth like you do. How many hot dogs? When you sit down to eat hot dogs, do you make like the whole eight pack, and have 8 hot dogs at once? Okay, you eat a fucking pound of hot dogs, don't you? Jesus, Jesus, man, that's a lot of fucking hot dogs. Like, like when they say like 100% beef, like that can still like include like fucking beef lips, beef fucking vagina. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The flavor of the cow butthole. That's 3/4 of a pound. That's fucking huge. Mayo? I it did have. I want to be done talking about hot dogs. I'm sorry. This is grossing me out. Uh it's fucking disgusting. You're disgusting. Like I very rarely even get a fucking schlizzy from Costco, and they're fucking $2 with a drink. Um, I today we had to stop. Do you guys have a Potbelly Pigs? We were driving home today, and we had to. I stopped there and got a sub. And I tell you what, I got a meatball sub because I saw it and I'm like, that looks fucking. That sounds really fucking good. I'm into. I want a fucking meatball sub now. And I tell you what, I think the thought of a meatball sub is one of those things that you're like, this is gonna be clutch. I've yet to get to the point where I have a meatball sub and I'm like, that was it. That was the meatball sub. Don't get a meatball sub. But like, I truly want to find like just a beautiful, solid meatball sub. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So what I did, the one that I got today, I didn't feel that there was enough sauce on it, but at the exact same time, I didn't matter because like you're not going to find a good sauce at a restaurant like that. Um, the meatballs were okay. They had a nice provolone melted cheese on top. You know, pot bellies. They have the famous Quiznos fucking grill thing. Um, ooh, nice. Um, But then I put onions, and they had hot peppers there. So I put hot peppers on it, which those hot peppers had a little zip to them, which was nice. I mean, there was some heat. It wasn't overwhelming. I got done. My nose was a little runny. It was a little sweaty, so it was nice. But yeah, like I said, just the sauce just was missing, and the meatballs were not. I don't know. I really want to. I don't know why I have this like obsession now with finding a good meatball sub, and I kind of went off of it for I don't know 6-8 months because I'd get one and I was just always disappointed. I got 3 times in a row at a sub shop and I can never find the perfect meatball sub. And I'd really like to know where we can get the perfect meatball sub at. I think we do. It's in like yeah. No, it's not next to the zoo. Mm. Yep. Yep. I know where it's at. I'm on the west side of town. Eh, iffy. It's probably 15 minutes from here. Yeah, we don't have any Italian restaurants like that around here. Because it's a substation and casino. They actually have really good subs. Don't you? You guys have? Oh, I suppose you guys don't have the little casinos down there, do you? So we have like these little casinos where they're just called video lottery machines, and the max bet is like $2, and like you can gamble on these machines. The most you can win is $1,000, but they have all these little pop up casinos all over the place that you can just go in and fucking gamble at. There's hundreds of them. Fizzle is garbage. It's like the fucking McDonald's of pasta. It's yeah. I told you. Yeah, yeah. It's um. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'd like to find. But just places like that don't survive around here. I did see a really funny video the other day, and basically they went through and listed like restaurants, and they basically called them all Chili's. They were like, they went to Olive Garden, and they're like Italian Chili's. They went to Texas Roadhouse, Texas Chili's, and just went through a list of different ones. Yeah, yeah, mhm, yeah. Mhm, mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's ebbs and flows, and just like with anything, there's a pendulum that swings back and forth, and you know, yeah. You know what I'd like? You know what I would like to see come back? What I think a company should do? Do just like a lunch special. Don't have a full restaurant, but mass produce one thing. But you have to do it like really good. Like you can make tater tot casserole. You can make shepherd's pie, but you have to do something and you have to do it really fucking good. Like you spend a day making this thing or a half a day making this thing. And somebody can come in And for $8.99, you can get a piece of shepherd's pie that's gonna be fucking banging with a side of vegetables and a drink. And you make it a fucking $10 meal where you can come in and sit down for $10. You get this meal, and it's fucking done in 5 minutes, and you're on your way and ready to go. Yes. Hmm. As you should. Mexican food's delicious. I I'm actually going to the Mexican food tomorrow. Mhm. Jeez. The Mexican restaurant selling hamburgers? That's bullshit. Ooh. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because they're not there because, I mean, like, well, for that one, they're just there because it's cheap. Like, but if you made like a ball and burger and charged, I bet if you're even at $10, $15 for two people, 750 a piece. Yeah, you know, because you go to fucking anywhere now. Like, you go to Culver's and you're spending fucking $12 for a burger, and that's probably one of the most reasonable ones. Somehow at Taco Bell, I spend $19 and get fucking four things. No, no, Chick-fil-A. Although, but I tried to get a pimento. They have a hot honey pimento sandwich from Chick-fil-A, but it's like fucking 16.99. I know. Like, we went to order it one night, and it was gonna be like fucking $100 to get it delivered. Like the total of the food, and it was like $100. And I'm like, I'm not spending a fucking $100 for Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. What's that mean? Hmm? Yep. Mm. Well, yeah. 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 No, I get that. Hmm. No. No, we went. I spent a shit ton of money at a Brazilian carnival, which is a, yeah, which I mean, just a mound of fucking meat. Um, you don't have to order them; they got a buffet. No, they just had a buffet that I went up to. I don't know if you can at this one. Hmm. Oh, you mean like you just tell them that you just want them to bring that to you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. Um. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can definitely just say no to everything else until they bring you what you want. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, I do. I do really enjoy that. It's just fucking really expensive. Yeah, if that. Oh, for sure. Like that's why I'm a big fan of Culver's, is because the four of us can go eat there, and it's like $50, and it's like, all right, that's reasonable. Yeah. Um, you know what? The other thing I really like to do for meals, Costco has carry out meals. I'll fucking buy three of them bitches. They're not they're not phenomenal. They're not, like, oh my god, this is the best food I've ever had. But they're like fucking $20. It takes me putting it in the oven for 45 fucking minutes and serving it on a plate. It's fucking do they? Well, we usually get, so the kids love fucking, they do a meatloaf mashed potatoes, and we'll usually make corn with it. Fucking who doesn't love meatloaf and mashed potatoes? Yeah. We do a stuffed peppers one. I fucking love those stuffed peppers. They're fucking delicious. It's 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 just, oh, you don't like peppers. Like one of my kids doesn't like it either, and he just eats the inside, and then I eat the pepper. I mean, it's just beef and rice with like tomato sauce. They make taco ones, so like they do like a chicken taco where they give you everything for the taco, like chicken, lettuce, cheese, tomato or salsa, the tortillas, and fucking just heat the meat up in a frying pan for fucking 10 minutes. Um, do they? Okay, nice. Okay, Costco doesn't do a ton, but yeah, we just had fettuccine alfredo on Monday. That was fucking wasn't terrible. Yeah, it was just it was something fucking full of carbs that was good for the boys before football practice. Some protein in it. Fucking let's load up and go. Yeah, yeah. So I find sometimes, oh, fucking love roti. You want to know one thing that you want to know I feel like it's the poorest meal, but it's one of my favorite meals now. I'll do a fucking rotisserie chicken, break it down, a fucking can of Bush's baked beans, and some fucking potato chips. So I don't know if you've ever done this. Bush's baked beans and potato chips. You take the baked beans, you put it on the potato chips, and you eat it. Savory and salty. It's one of my favorite fucking things in the whole world. I recommend it. I recommend it. I like I said, it's nope, nope. I don't do any instant mashed potatoes. I just don't. I make fresh mashed potatoes. Yeah, too lazy to even use the packet. Yeah, that's it. I haven't had the jar before, so. But we had mashed potato bowls the other day, and we used just some chicken gravy from a packet, and it was nice. Um, One thing that I've learned, if you want to make easy mashed potatoes, how do you make your mashed potatoes? I don't know, whoever you want to. Okay, but let's start from the beginning. What's the first thing you're going to do when you're going to make mashed potatoes? Okay, second. Okay. You don't like the baking method? See, I like the flavor profile better, and I thought it was a lot easier because you don't have to fucking peel them. You just fucking wash them, throw them in the oven. Well, you can, but most people don't like to do that. Usually a russet. I like russets. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. I've had them before. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't know if you had tried baking because I just like you got the screen, you just fucking cut them in half, fucking smash them down, throw the skin, fucking on to the next one. And I'm like, this is fucking glorious. I did zero peeling. I got fucking fresh hot mashed potatoes. They taste fucking delicious. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Mhm. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Yeah. You shouldn't eat tomato soup anyway. It's gross. Yeah, I'm not a big marinara sauce fan anyway, so oh nice. Yeah, for sure. We're about that time, buddy. Yeah. I do too. I was up at fucking 4:30 today. Yeah, yeah. Noise. Definitely. Mhm. We can make fun of your sexual we can make fun of your sexual orientation. Mhm. Mhm. Exactly. Yep. Don't have beliefs. Yep. Only two things are guaranteed in this life: death and taxes.